Hey guys, Mike here at MS Tutorials, and welcome back to part 3 of how to model a Willys Jeep. All right, now we left off where I mentioned that I would try to get some better reference images. So I found a picture of the dash, okay, and a picture of a real vehicle, which will help me a lot to kind of understand, the interior of the vehicle and so forth. All right, cool. So what we're going to do is I'm going to start off with the focus on the interior here. So I'm going to take that and I'm going to add some subdivision there. So I'm going to go to Mesh Tools, Interactive Split Tool, Option Box, Multiple Edges 2, and add them right there. Hit Q on my keyboard, hit R to space them and bring them out close to that edge, like that. Hit Q on my keyboard and go to Mesh Tools, Insert Edge Loop Tool again, Option Box, Regular Setting, and add one right there. Okay, now if we check out our real vehicle, you see that you have some space down here, so it's coming down. So we're going to lower the floor, if you will. So we're going to right click, go to face, and we will hit Q first. I'm just going to take these and go to Edit Mesh, Extrude, hit W and pull them down. And let's see if that is enough. Yeah, I think so. And then we'll take these three, hit G to repeat, and W to pull down, F to zoom in so we can see what's going on there. And we just have this guy to get rid of. Okay, that's good. Now let's look at how that is set up. Now we got some rails going up and around. We can deal with that later. We got two compartments coming in left and right, and then we got our chairs with our frames. Okay, so what we're going to do is we're going to create the frames for our chairs first, so we know what space we have left for our dash and so forth. Okay, now we do need quite a bit of spacing for that, so we might need to lower that or not. We'll see. Okay. Okay, so our frame for a seat. We're going to take a polygon torus. All right. We're going to hit E and we're going to rotate that. And let's do 20, that's fine. And we'll switch views. We'll go to this view right here. And we are going to right click at a face. Looks like it's at an angle. Just hang on for a sec. There we go, minus 90. Okay, that's better. All right. This is our guy. Right click face, drag select the bottom half, get rid of that. Drag select this section, hit W and pull that out. All right. That's good. Right click object mode. We're going to hit R. We're going to scale it in quite a bit, obviously. And we are going to hit Control D to duplicate it. Pull it over. We're going to take two polygon cylinders. We're going to hit E. We're going to rotate them. Make sure that they are at 90. There we go. I'm going to switch to our top view. we are going to hit W and bring them in. F to zoom in. And right now there's no need to have X-ray on, so I'll turn that off so we can see it a bit better. Right click vertex, bring that in, and bring that in. Right click object mode, Control D to duplicate, bring to the front, and maybe one in the middle. Let's say for comfort, if you know what I mean. Okay, we're going to take these three, we're going to bring them down. Okay, and then we'll have to look at the angle for our seat. For that, we're going to steal one of these guys, Control D, pull that up, hit E to rotate it. Go back to our top view, push that over here. As you can see, we need to hit R and scale it in just a little. All right. Then we're going to pull that up, push that back, hit E to rotate it a little, and then right click vertex, drag select these vertices and these vertices, hit W and bring them down and in. And I think we're going to need to scale this guy in a bit. Object mode, hit R, scale down. Yeah, we'll fix that in a sec. Okay, so we'll do this. We'll have it match on the left. There we go. Right click vertex, drag select all of this stuff, move that over. And that should kind of be our chair frame here. And now we're going to select all of that. We're going to go mesh combine, modify center pivot. We're going to move it towards our vehicle and see what kind of adjustments we need to make. Hit R, scale that down, hit F, zoom in. Okay, so that seat angle is going to be sitting next to this slope pretty much. So we're going to bring that down. And it's hard to see the height of the chair, so let's look at our real vehicle. That's just above our seat here, so that would be around here. Now we need to scale this quite a bit. And we're going to need to have two next to each other, so for spacing purposes, I'm just going to hit Control D so I can see what kind of space I got. That kind of looks okay. That will give me some room for the legs going down and so forth. After we fix this, that's okay. Now these back sections here, mesh combine, these will need to come up. So right click vertex, drag select all of these. I'm going to bring them up and back. And I'll need to change the angle of the slope here, but we'll do that in a sec. First I need to see from this view if the angle of my chair is roughly okay. And this stuff needs to come back somewhat. As you can see, this is pretty much the front of our seat. So not that. Right click object mode. Right click vertex. Come on. Object mode. Right click vertex. Right. We're going to select that. We're going to bring that in. And bring that up. Which means that this needs to come in to achieve that angle. That makes sense, yes. All right. So now that we know that, we know that we need to adjust this. Okay, so we are going to right click edge, take let me think, 1, 2, and 3. That's the problem. There we go. 1 and 2. Take that one. Move that back. That one. Move that back to here. All right, that already looks better, I think. Okay, cool. Then we are going to right click face, get rid of this guy. All good. Let's focus on our pillows. And they're fairly straightforward and also pretty thin, looks like. So create a polygon cube. Get it roughly into position from our top view. I'm going to turn my X-ray back on. Where'd you go? Right there. Okay, so hit R to scale that in. Stretch it out a little bit. That would pretty much be it. I have to zoom in. Bring that down. All right. Then go to Mesh Tools, Edge Loop Tool option box. All right. We're going to add an edge loop down here. Hit Q on our keyboard. Right click Object Mode and hit 3. Now that's not going to cut it. Hit 1 to go back. So we need to add edge loops. G to repeat. That's not the G I was looking for. Hang on. Insert edge loop tool once again. We'll do one there, one there, one over there, and one over there. Q on your keyboard, right click object mode, hit 3. That looks much better. Okay. Select it, hit W, bring that down, F to zoom in. And let's see how far that guy needs to come down. All right, not bad. Hit Control D to duplicate it. Pull it over. Then Control D to copy it, W to pull it up, E to rotate it, R to stretch it out. So that's the wrong one. That one. W to push it back, F to zoom in. Okay, so we need to bring that guy down and forward. I need to do that from the side view. For wireframe mode, okay. The angle is not bad, but not spot on. So let's do that. Stretch it out a bit more, but not all the way. All right. Let's see how that looks. This guy looks a little bit off for some reason. Not quite sure why. Just tweak that a little bit. Sometimes you gotta tweak. Yeah, it looks good. Okay. Take this guy, Control D, duplicate, pull that over. And it's possible that the back seats are a bit high, but you know, there's always a lot of tweaking going on, so just gonna have to cosmetically fix that. Looks like there's some kind of angle going on there. Oops, it's a bit too much. So let's check that from the side. 5 for shaded mode, that's pretty close, so that's not bad. Okay. All right. So now that we got that, we can deal with our, let's see, yeah, let's do the that frame that's going around here. That's pretty neat. Okay. So how is that set up? Okay, like that. All right. Okay, so what are we going to do is we are going to create a polygon pipe. Pull that up. Zoom in. I'll just push that down a little bit. Right click face, select that face and go to edit mesh and extrude. Hit W and pull that out. That's not the angle I'm going for. So I'm gonna do that for my top view. That looks pretty close. Yeah, that'll work. Just check to be sure. Object mode. I'm just gonna, come on. Yeah, it looks a bit off, but I got this thing going on here. That's better. Okay. Yeah, it's pretty straight. Okay. Okay, so I got that. I'm going to hit R, scale it down, hit E, rotate it until we're at -90. F to zoom in. Set the guy to 0 and that guy to 0. Still looks a bit off, but we'll see what's going on in a sec. Move that out, move that over, F to zoom in. Okay. We're going to rotate that again to -90. We're going to hit R, we're going to scale that in quite a bit. They'll be to bring that down and out. Okay. Now, as you can see, this needs a little bit of tweaking because we need to make that fit the side of our Jeep. And just push that in a little bit. All right. Now, this whole circle is pretty big and maybe too big. So that's kind of a thing. So we'll just bring it down some more. I have to zoom in, bring it in a little, bring it down a little. Actually erase it. Okay, that's cool. So we got one there. We'll do Control D to move on over. Check it from our top view. There we go. We'll do Control D again. Moving over there, hit F to zoom in. Move it over and hit E to rotate to -90 and 0 and 0. So I'll have to manually reposition that because it's somewhat at an angle. So rotate that back to, let's call it straightness. Okay. Control D to move on over here. Just check to see if they are spaced okay. There we go. All right, cool. So now let's take another polygon torus, drag that out, go to our attribute editor. Let's see, 20 is fine. We'll do a section radius of 0.2 to start with, maybe even less, 0.1. Let's move that towards these guys. Hit F to zoom in. Still very, very large, but we'll figure it out. R to scale it in some more. Just not that. Just push that out. I have to zoom in and we'll kind of see how that will fit or not. Okay, so if we scale this up, yeah, that would be better. So 0.1. Okay, that would be it. All right. Now we're going to go back to our torus. Okay. We are going to go to our top view, hit F to zoom in, and scale the heck out of that thing. F to zoom in, right click face, drag select that half and this half, right click object mode, and kind of push that in there. So now if we go to modify center pivot and scale this guy and bring that in, yeah, I think I need to come up with something else. This is not going to work. Yeah, sorry I wasted your time on that, guys. Well, this is not going to work, so I need to do something else. I'm so sorry. But that's the thing when you're modeling, you know, it's trial and error. Okay, we're going to take a cube, and what we're going to do is we're going to make that thing nice and square. Right here, let's do 0.5, 0.5, and 0.5. There we go. Right click face, select these two faces, actually this one first, mesh tools, edit mesh face extrude, pull that out to about there, G to repeat, pull that out to about there, check it from the top, make sure it's kind of equal, like that. Go to mesh tools, insert edge loop tool, option box, add an edge loop there, and there, and there, and come on, there, one more, hit Q on your keyboard, right click object mode, hit 3. Okay, now that kind of went half right, so go back and hit 1, and why is that? It's because if you go to mesh tools, we need to add one down here, and one there. That should be better. Yeah, it's much better. Okay, we'll do that on our corners. So we'll bring that in. Go to our top view, hit F to zoom in, and that would go to there and approximately there, but we can fix that if we need to. Okay, all right. So we got that. We're going to take our polygon pipe. And again, I apologize that this took so long. It just happens sometimes. And, you know, if you never make mistakes when you're modeling, then you would probably have no need to look at these videos anyway. So I would be probably looking at your videos. And I do quite a lot, I must say. I like to watch modeling tutorials to learn, obviously. And there are quite a lot of pretty cool tutorials out there. So all right, bring that guy in. There we go. Hit F to zoom in. R to scale out. Come on. All right. So we got that. We're in object mode. We're going to hit W. We're going to move that over. So let's look at our corner piece here. Where did he go? That's this guy. Have to zoom in. That's kind of cool. Bring that out to the edge. Yeah, that works. Okay, we'll have to shorten it from that end, but that's okay. We'll take that guy, Control D to duplicate, move it over here, E to rotate that. 90 degrees. Take this bar, right click vertex, take the vertices, hit W and bring them in. So that should be clean. All right. And then we'll take this bar, Control D, move it over, hit E, rotate that 90 degrees, hit W, pull that out, F to zoom in, and looks like we have some tweaking to do, but that's okay. So that guy is looking good. So we're gonna have to take this guy for yep, cool. Right click vertex, select these vertices at the end, and bring them in. All right, so we got that. Is the length the same? Almost. Control D, pull that over, hit F to zoom in. All right, not bad. How are we doing on time? Yeah, that's about it for this one. Okay. So, this is part 3. Thank you guys for watching. See you guys in part 4. Thanks. Bye.